God, there's got to be at least 4 Gordons here. And there we go. Right. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and back to Geo Detective. Now, this may not be the internet-shattering Geo Detective that I've been teasing you with. That is still ongoing. I've had to take a break for it so that I can give you another one. This is something... well, it should be easier. It should definitely be easier. And I'm hoping that I can find this today and get it out for you tonight. Because I think we've got enough clues here. This was sent in by a Mr. Daniel Reed. And he says, this photo has been in my family's home for as long as I can remember. It is of my late grandparents standing somewhere in Scotland. That's all I know. I have always wondered where this photo was taken and to see what the place looks like now. He reckons it will be a hard one, and he might be right. He might well be right. I mean, let's take a look. Because, yeah, it seems like there are clues, but are there? Are there really? There's a hotel in the background, but we can only see the N of the name of the hotel, so one letter is hardly a lot. We've got a sign here that says, I presume Bank of Scotland, so that doesn't really narrow anything down either. This sign here, one of the most vivid ones, is just advertising paraffin. I presume that's a light, something to do with a lighter. And then over here, I think that's something and Sons Limited Dairy. That's not much use. An old business that's probably defunct, and probably the same for this. Sutherland, Sunderland Limited, ERS. Drapers, printers, cobblers, could be anything. So actually, this might be really hard, and it might take me longer than the time that I have. But we're going to give it a go. And hopefully, Daniel, we're going to find your grandparents, or rather, the location where they were standing. And wouldn't it be great if you could stand in this spot? It would make a great photo. It'd be fascinating to see what's on this wall. Is it just brick now? Is this hotel still there? I hope so, because it's going to be quite hard if not. So, AN, is that? Something AN Hotel. That's going to be quite hard to Google. The good thing about this is if this building here does still exist, which it should do, 80% or 90% should do. It's one of them where if we find that, we found it. But it's how do we find that? I do feel like this is one that if we Google image reverse searched, which is not allowed, then we would get it quite quick. There's another one here. Something service. Oh, I thought that said brewery for some reason. Delivery service. There you go. It's probably nothing to do with lighters. It's probably for people's lamps at home. On that note, roughly what time do we think this is? I've been doing a lot of time guesser, as you will have seen on the channel. So, has that helped me figure out the time here? Off the top of my head, I'm thinking 50s. Maybe it's earlier. I mean, that hat over there is... yeah, this could be 40s. Don't know. I'd go 40s. 48. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, it could be relevant, but the question is now, what do we Google first? Okay, I've got an idea. An hotel. I'd say it's Victorian. 3 stories. By putting an hotel in quotation marks, we're just getting a lot of poorly written articles and reviews. It doesn't sit right, does it? An hotel. Oh. We're not going to get the AN at the end of the hotel because it needs the whole word. So I'll get rid of an hotel and we'll just get on Google Images with this. Town centre. I feel like this could be a town, quite a small town. Puts me in mind of a town where there's just one little main road that goes through it. You know the kind of place I mean, right? We could search for lists of hotels, but of course this might not be a hotel anymore. I might be wrong here, but I'd say there was more tourism within the UK back then because people couldn't fly abroad. So there was probably more hotels. Definitely less Airbnbs, wasn't there? For a start. The thing is, Scotland feels like it might be small, but it's not. It's big. And there's lots of hotels. There's, lots of touristy areas as well. But it's a manageable amount. I think it's a workable amount for me to get this. I'm aiming to get this in the next 2 hours. We'll see if I do that. Okay, my next thought is to try and hone in on this roof, because that is quite a noteworthy roof with that banister on top. So, Hotel Scotland, is it Victorian? Balcony roof. I want to get the term that describes that kind of roof as well. That's what I'm gonna have to do in a moment, with a view to find a similar looking one on here and reverse image search and hopefully snowball our way to the correct hotel. Here's another slight different angle. If there's a low hanging fruit to be picked, or if there's a crack on the walnut, I'm just going around the walnut to find the crack if it's there. So the Pink Aladdin shop, Scotland. There's almost no way that this shop, I mean, there must have been loads of them at the time. That's not coming up at all. It's a moment in time that sign represents rather than a place. There is one more sign there, but we ain't going to be able to read that. Bank of Scotland. Southernland Limited. Most common surnames in Scotland. Here's a little trick we can use. I do expect Sutherland to be on here at maybe number 24. Let's see. And number 24 is Davidson. It's not Sutherland. Weird. Wallace down at number 49. Wow. There's Sutherland. Right. Number 54. Any more lands in there? It'd be good if there wasn't. No. Sutherland. Right. God, some of these names are so Scottish. Okay. I mean, can you imagine if this company was still going? Southernland Limited. What's the ERS? Butchers? Let's try Butchers, because I can see this here. Could be Butchers. It's unlikely that this is still going, I would say. Loads of Butchers will have closed down. Sutherland Butchers, can't find anything there. Bakers. Got the very modern equivalent, Sutherland Cakes on Instagram. Sutherland Limited, 1940 Scotland. Clark and Sutherland. What is that then? I thought they were like a law firm or something when I saw it. Clark and Sutherland. They make farming equipment and things like that. Okay. Aberdeenshire. I can't see this being it by any means, but let's have a look.
Kingswells, Aberdeen.
Is this touristy? No. Partly because, what would this say? Makers, equipment makers. You wouldn't need a sign for a company like that. That's not their marketing strategy. This will be for a baker or a butcher. So I am gonna go a little bit more down that avenue. National Archives. Businesses. Right, if we control F, can we get Sutherland? National Newspaper Archives. This could come in quite useful. This is something I used on that London one, wasn't it? Butcher and Fishmonger, Fort William. Check this out. This came up straight away. That would make... I mean, Fort William is about as touristy as it gets in Scotland. So, I'm excited about this. Now, hang on. 14 Abbots Street, Inverness. Which one are we looking at here? 85 High Street, Fort William. Let's go there first. It could equally be Inverness. Is this the High Street? Are we at the back of it? We're at the back of it, aren't we? We can't go down there. That's mad. There's a Bank of Scotland. Let's try the Inverness one. This is more likely affiliated with that. We've sank. Don't have high hopes for this either, looking at it. No. Okay. That was a red herring. I'm going to go a bit further down this newspaper article, Southernland Limited Road. But before I do that, I'm just going to quickly check surnames ending with land. See if there's any other names with an R land. Winterland, Summerland, Overland, Oberland. I think we can say with 99% confidence, statistically, that this is Southernland. Because I think all the other ones, even added up, are just so rare. Okay, what's this? That's what I want to see. The British Newspaper Archive has come up of its own accord. Death of Mr. J. Southernland, former Bailey of Peterhead, Master Butcher. Peterhead is another candidate for where this could be. So, Master Butcher, Broad Street, Peterhead. Let's go there. Whoop. Right, Broad Street. Hey, this is looking good, isn't it? No. I jumped the gun a bit there. I thought that building there was this one and this corner here was this one, and I got excited. But let's find out. Could that be our corner? No. Bank of Scotland. And we've got a church. Oh, it does feel Peterheady. But one idea I had is with this hotel. If this hotel is still going, right, what did I say? 10% chance, 20% chance, then all we have to do is type in longest running hotels in Scotland or famous hotels. 10 of the oldest. Here we go. And then, because we know it ends in N, the search is just narrowed down so quickly. Nope. Similar vein, but maybe even better. Towns in Scotland that end in AN, because that has to be an A, doesn't it? Can't be an... What other letter could that be? Strachan Hotel. Bannon Hotel. I mean, I can think of a few surnames that end in AN that are Scottish. Scottish towns ending in AN. And this is where the AI is coming in now. There are several Scottish towns that end in AN, including East Kilbride, Glenrothes, Cumbernauld, Livingston and Irvine. Generative AI is experimental. You need to experiment a bit more, guys. Get your Bunsen burners out, because that is awful. I was really banking on the AI to help me there. Right, list of places in Scotland. East Lothian. That's a very Scottish word. Lothian Hotel. What is this on fire? It's not it, but that's the kind of building we are after. Where's that? Look, that's got the kind of roof that we're after as well. But that's in the Isle of Man, I think. Okay, let's rewind a bit. Lothian was a good idea. Scottish names ending in AN. Okay. Macmillan, McLean, Allen, Duncan. Right, we've got a few here. There we go. A list of names ending in AN. Now I want to get the town names. West, yeah, we haven't just got West Lothian, we've got Mid Lothian. Let's try that quickly. Got a good feeling about this. Wouldn't that make it in Edinburgh? Midlothian Hotel. Okay, there was no Midlothian Hotel. Rewind again. Back to the list. Okay, I'm going to work my way through this list of names. I knew that would happen. Okay, nothing yet. Been through the names. I will have a think about what that word could be if it wasn't a name or a place name. You know, Nan Hotel. Let's think of a better example. I actually can't think of anything. Let's find that list. Top 500. Here we go. This is what we want. Oban. Oh my god, it's gotta be Oban. It's touristy, it's big. I'm abandoning the list, so I'm going to Oban. The Pearl Oban Hotel. Oh man. I'm looking at these. They're not quite right. The Pearl Oban Hotel is not it. I feel like we are chipping away now though. We're closing in. Just ruling out so much. Okay. There's our list. It's quite a few of them, which is promising. Don't quite know why, but it is. Start typing them in. Wait, there's another word that I can't believe I've forgotten. I was getting so excited about Lothian, Mid-Lothian, Caledonian Hotel. Caledonia literally means Scotland, doesn't it, in Latin? I mean, is that it? Doesn't quite look like it. If it ain't the Caledonian Hotel in somewhere or another, I'll be damned. Let's try demolished. Caledonian Hotel demolished. Inverness. That looks more like it. No. No. Caledonian Hotel Oban. I'm so confused. No, that doesn't mean anything. Let's continue through the list then. Last one. It's going to be a dead end again, isn't it? This. I'm going to hit a real dead end. I can just feel it. Okay, so we've done place names and names. Am I missing something? I mean, I missed Caledonian. So, words ending in AN. I think it's just worth typing that in. I'd laugh if it was just facetiously named An Hotel. That'd be funny. Bowman. Gunman. Tartan. Now we're starting to think. Jesus Christ. Lesbian Hotel. Guardian. Statesman. Meridian. Ombudsman. Okay, there's a few there we can check. The Scotsman. How the hell? Honestly, Caledonian and Scotsman, that is ridiculous. Right, it's not the one in Edinburgh, because that's too big and tall and grand. So let's get rid of Edinburgh. The Scotsman Hotel. Anybody? Where's that? What's that? That looks an awful lot like... wait, slow down. That looks an awful lot. Doesn't that look a lot like it? But where is this place? Tell me where it is. Station Hotel Air. It's not it. It's not it. It's got 4 stories, but the shape of this roof and these little bits in the window is so similar. I wonder if we can find some French Renaissance style building. Mansard roof. Okay, the AI is finally doing its job. Okay. Oh, we've even got straight mansard roof. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good to know. But I'm going to go back and we're going to do these first. Last one. Metropolitan. And my head is starting to hurt now. And we're in that same old position, aren't we? Where I'm starting to get confused as to why I haven't found it. Surprised, disappointed. It's possible that it hasn't come up. It's been crowded out by other images. That would be annoying. Or I just haven't typed in the right name of the hotel, but I've typed in all of this. Or it's not an A. I guess it could be an O. I guess that is conceivable. That could be an O, couldn't it? If that is just the top quarter. Is that curving? Yeah, okay. God, it's amazing how you can have such tunnel vision with this stuff. Well, we'll see if it leads anywhere. Hello. Oh, please be it. Scarborough's Clifton Hotel. I don't think it is. It doesn't have a pole on top. I've also come around to the idea now that we weren't in Scotland. That was always an option, but I don't think I mentioned it at the time. But Bank of Scotland can be somewhere else. That's not it. Ah, annoying. I am onto something here though, guys, with the ON. I'm pretty sure, because there are so many options. I mean, I've already typed in Hilton Hotel, Lion Hotel, Carlton Hotel. Lots of options, so I'm just going to work through them and hope for the best. Station Hotel. But that was the one in Ayr. Don't tell me it was this one in Ayr and I've ruled it out. That would be... It is, isn't it? That would be so typical. That does look stubbier though. That thing that's put me off, but I think we are actually at this one. It has been demolished, but only recently. Oh, why did it take me that long? Firstly, to realise about the ON, just being narrow-minded or short-sighted, one of the two. But then also not to see that there and that there. I've literally looked at this photo. Well, we got there. This is it, I'm pretty sure. Right, Ayr is down here. Imagery back a bit. We should be able to see it. It should be by the station. So I don't know how much I've shown of this, but it was bought by a Malaysian businessman in 2010. Closed down in 2012, went derelict, and then a suspicious fire happened last year, and now they've demolished it. So we'll be looking at this corner here by the looks of it. Can't see where else it would be. Let's have a look. No, totally off. Ah, we need to go back before it was demolished. This is gonna feel good. There we go. Oh my god. It's a familiar story. I'm a bit annoyed with myself for not getting that quicker, but I'm very pleased that I have got it. And that's thrown me off. It's 4 stories, not 3. It's just, I don't know, that one looks a bit low down. Can't really see it on there. But yeah, 4 stories. I don't quite know what's going on here. Can't see an archway there. Are we further? Definitely not that way. No. That is odd. Something's changed here. That is annoying. Wow, look at this huge crowd. What's going on here? Lots of old biddies. Lots of old biddies. Jesus. God, there's got to be at least 4 Gordons here. Yeah. He's a Gordon. He's a John. But yeah, there's at least 4 Gordons there. We'll never know the answer to that. But we do know that we were here. Just a bit frustrating about this wall. That's too high for it to be that. Surely. No. Look at their height of their heads. I might be wrong there. I'd say that could be it. Well, that's where I'm going to put the marker down anyway. It looks about right. 3 or 4 shops left. Not much has changed on that though. In this particular year, 2009 that is. It's a shame that that building's been lost. It was an absolute treasure, I've got to say. But that's another Geo Detective done. Daniel, there you go, mate. You can travel to this spot if you so wish. Have a photo taken. You know, yes, the hotel's gone, but nonetheless, you could recreate that with your partner if you have one. If not, it's just nice to know where they were stood on that day. If anyone does have a good idea of how old this photo is, to be honest, Daniel's probably got the best idea. Let me know in the comments. Nonetheless, give the vid a like if you enjoyed, and hopefully this will give me the confidence to go on and crack the big one that I've been working on. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend, and our marker is going there. Ta-ra, everyone.